Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at our graphics settings for Warzone DMZ. Let's take a look. All right, starting here, the first few things are all set for your particular setup. This is my monitor, and the graphics card I'm running is RTX 3060 Ti. The first one here, though, full screen exclusive. If you can run this, this is what you want to have. I don't recommend windowed. You're going to get more frames if you go full screen, but it's really up to you and your setup. Currently, there's a bug with this setup. No matter what you do, screen refresh is always going to revert to 120. Not sure why, but it actually doesn't seem to affect it down the road. So set it for auto if you can. If not, no big deal. Also, resolution, set it for what you like. I run it at 1440p. If you want more frames, obviously 1080p is going to get you a better frame rate, but that's strictly up to you. And again, your setup. Dynamic resolution, turn that off. Aspect ratio, set it for auto or set it for whatever your screen does. VSync, make sure you turn this off for both in gameplay and menus. Custom frame rate. Now, this is where you want to set it for what your monitor can do. Mine will do 170. Set your custom menu frame rate to 60 and then out of focus 15. Those are standard. Shader optimization, leave alone. Display gamma, if you're playing on a monitor, I would leave it at this. If you're on a TV, you can switch it to 2.4, but most of the time you're going to be at 2.2. For this brightness, you can set that the way that you like it, strictly your settings, and then we'll move on to quality. All right, in the quality settings, I set it for custom, and then right down the line here, render a resolution for me is 1440. We're going to set this for 100. That way it's rendering 100% of the screen, no matter what resolution you have that at. For upscaling, now I've messed with all of these, and for me, the best looking is Fidelity CAS or CAS. I set this for 75. That seems to be the perfect match for my setup. You might want to mess with that, depending on what graphics card and what you're running. But in this video, we're going to stick with this. And AA, we're going to put it to Filmic T2X, AA to normal, video memory scale 90. Down here, texture resolution, we're going to put this to normal. This is going to give our textures the normal look. You can go to very low if you want more frames, but again, we're trying to get best looking video in the highest frames, and this seems to be the best balance. If you have a better graphics card than what I'm running here, I would put it to high, but normal seems to get us the best picture. Texture filter, low, nearby level of detail, and distant level of detail to high. Clutter draw distance short, because we don't really care out to a certain distance. We don't care about the clutter. We just want to see the people in the distance. Particle quality, again, we want to turn this stuff down as low as possible. These are all little eye candy things that we do not need, and they actually hinder your frame rate. So keep this low. Particle quality, very low. Bullet impacts, persistent damage layers, we're going to leave those on. Shader quality, very low. If you can go any lower than that, I would, but low is good. We don't care about shadows again. Just want to be able to see people so we know where they are and how to shoot them. Tessellation, we're going to turn that off. On-demand texture streaming. There are rumors, and I've tried this both ways, that if you are experiencing packet burst, to turn this off. If you do turn it off, you're going to have a slightly worse picture, but they're not streaming the textures directly from their servers. So if you have a bad connection or you experience a lot of packet burst, you can try turning this off. In my experience, this doesn't change anything, but maybe it will for you. Streaming quality, we're going to put that on low. Volumetric quality, low as well. Deferred physics quality, turn that completely off. Water quality, default. And then down into shadow and lighting, we want to put this as low as possible. Basically, just turn all this stuff off. Very low, off, low. For some reason, and I'm not sure why, but spot cache, if you have this on ultra, you can actually get more consistent frames and a better looking um, video. So keep this on ultra. Everything else turn to low or off. Ambient occlusion. If you're playing the campaign, you might want to turn this on for a better looking video. But again, we're playing multiplayer. We're just PvP. We don't really care about all the eye candy. We just want the best resolution possible. So we're going to turn that off. Screen space reflections off. That of reflection quality low. Weather grid volumes off. Turn all this off. And then down here for the post processing, NVIDIA Reflex low latency on and boost if you can. This will give you the lowest latency possible. And then if your graphics card decides to lower, the CPU will step in and help you out a little bit. And it's if you have a higher end processor, definitely put both of these on. Depth of field, again, just stuff that we don't need. Get rid of this, get rid of the motion blur, get rid of the weapon blur. We don't need it. And film grain, always turn this off in games. It's just not needed. All right, so on to the view tab. My field of view is 107. I know you can go up to, I think, 120. A lot of people set 110. 107 seems the best for me, but go ahead and play with this to see which works best for you. Field of view affected. Weapon field of view default. Third person field of view 90. We don't really use this a whole lot. Vehicle field of view default as well. And then the cameras, pretty much everything here is default as well. So that's all of our settings for Warzone. And there you have it, my settings for Warzone DMZ. Feel free to mess with those as any way that you like to get the best picture for what your needs are. But that works great for me. I average about 127 frames with this setup, and I have a beautiful stream. Make sure you comment down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.